This is BoxingTalk.com here with Bernard Hopkins. Bernard, Joe Calzaghe has made it known that he wants to fight you. He's willing to come over to America to fight you. What is it going to take for you to get in the ring with him?
What is it going to take? For him to come across the Red Sea and let me know when he's here. It don't take too much. It don't take too much for me to get in the ring. You know what I mean? When it comes to that, but I mean, the only thing I do is come across the Red Sea.
Okay, let me ask you something.
Take that 7-hour flight.
Joe Calzaghe threw more than 1,000 punches in his last fight. How do you deal with such a difficult style, such as his?
You hit him enough where he don't throw punches no more. Very simple. It's not rocket scientist. So I'm not trying to throw 200 punches in 1 minute.
Do you think the fact that he's a southpaw gives you an advantage because you've had such a good track record against southpaws?
Well, I'm 11-0 with southpaws with 8 knockouts.
If the Calzaghe fight doesn't come to fruition, what about fighting the winner of Trinidad, Roy Jones Jr.?
I have no interest in that.
Not at all?
No. But I think those two fights would be a great fight.
What if HBO pay-per-view said $5 million?
I still have no interest in it. You're not going to go past 5?
Is there anyone else besides Joe Calzaghe that you'd be willing to get in the ring with?
No, because to be honest with you, it's a thing where I'm having fun doing what I'm doing. I'm having fun helping Philadelphia, whether it's politics, whether it's the guys in turmoil of their life. I'm just doing things that I like to do. Doing a lot of speaking engagements at colleges and schools and like NBA type of meetings, and it used to be a credit card thing until Bank of America. But the thing is, I love what I'm doing. I love promoting. I love trying to guide careers to superstardom. Whether it's my nephew, I got a daughter that's 8. She keeps me busy. 8 years old. My wife for 14 years. I'm good. I'm good, but I still have a desire. I don't know how long I'm gonna have that desire because I'll be 43 in January.
Right.
So my thing is that I just want to be in a position to fight if I can between now and June. If that doesn't happen, then half a year into 44 is why it becomes now why you're doing it. Right now it's like you can, with still some like answers or questions like why still, but it's not as aggressive as another 6-7 months from now. So if the fight can happen, and Joe is really serious, and his promoter Frank Warren is really serious by calling me out on TV, which they did, then I would be glad to give him a free facelift over here in the United States. I will really honor, and he's a nice looking kid. He's a nice looking guy.
Right.
I would like to be the first one to give him his first free American facelift.
Do you think it's really possible for this fight to land in Yankee Stadium, as you talked about before?
It could be Yankee, it could be the Garden, it could be Giant Stadium. I mean, they say they get 50,000 people in this. This is a stadium, but that's if you go to England.
Right. But they could get 30 here.
We can get 30, maybe 35 here.
Right.
I would love it to be close to 4th of July, so I can polish up on my history. It's been a while. I can put my Uncle Sam suit on and become the tax man and have a couple of drum men playing the drums, Yankee Doodle Dandy, and tell the British are coming. The British are coming. And we can make a good promotion out of it. It'd be good. I don't know.
Is there anything you'd like to say to boxing fans all over the world?
Continue to support the fight and, the big fights that's been happening in the last year. And hopefully 2008, we can give, Golden Boy that is, we can give boxing fans the big fights. I believe this year we are nominated and should win Promoter of the Year. Because if you look at the track record of Golden Boy this year, we put on some major fights, starting with Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Oscar De La Hoya, and then you got to go with Barrero and Pacquiao, and then of course you have Sugar Shane Mosley, and you have
Mayweather.
So Golden Boy has been involved in promoting 80% of the top quality pay-per-view fights, which done great numbers. Starting with Oscar, who did 2.5 million buys for something like $200 million. So I say that to say this to the fans: continue to support boxing, and the matches that you don't want to support, that will send a message to the promoters that you're not buying junk. So don't buy junk. Buy quality fights, whether it's our fights, whether it's Don King's fights, whether it's Am fights. Fighters and promoters should understand that the fans pay our bills. The fans keep us out there in the life of superstardom. But you can't feed them junk. And Golden Boy will not feed them junk come 2008. And hopefully hopefully I can be part of that. That 2008 year to do the big fight with Joe Calzaghe.
I think